Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. So let's start off with the Spring Boot series. Now what we'll do is we have our application over here with the controller, entity, repository, service layers, and we have our demo application running very well on port number 8080, as you can see over here. Now what we'll do is we'll add something called as Swagger to our Spring Boot application. So let's go through what this basically is. Check this out. So here we have three endpoints. These are the endpoints that we developed in our Spring Boot application. If I head to the controller, we'll be able to see it here. Create a new customer, retrieve all customers, and then retrieve a specific customer by ID. And we have all the three endpoints here, and all of the endpoints are actually running well and good. So what Swagger basically does is it gives you the documentation of your APIs. And by that, I mean, what is the request parameter it requires and what's the response that it gives basically. So here you can actually try to execute your endpoints as well. Instead of using Postman, you can use this and you can execute it. As you can see, I got a null body over here because I just ran the application, and here you can see other applications as well. You can pass in data like this, execute it, and then it will give a status saying 200. That again depends on your application. So we have the three endpoints that we developed, and if I execute it now, we will get that response body that we just passed. So all of this is possible using openAPI documentation that Swagger provides us. Even big companies, and I used to work with Oracle, and over there also we used Swagger. So even companies use Swagger. It's amazing for documenting your APIs, and it also provides you with schemas. So we have the customer schema with all of these details in it. If we open our application and if we go to the customer entity, we can see we have ID, name, address, and age, and we have that defined here as well. So if we have multiple entities, then Spring Boot would automatically be able to pick that up and display that in the OpenAPI documentation here. So that's so cool. Now, very simply, how to make all of this. There's a lot of documentation, lot of resources online with lot of codes and stuff. Very simply, just add these two dependencies. I will paste these dependencies in the comment section as well, so it's easy for you all. You just have to add Spring Boot starter actuator and Spring Boot Open API starter web MVC UI. So if you add these documentations, then you're well and good, and then you will actually get something like this in the front end. Now, to get it in the front end, you need to hit this endpoint as well when you run your Spring Boot application. So that's one more point, and I will put this as well in the video's description so that it's easy for you to implement this. So adding these two dependencies in the pom.xml, and you rerun your project, and then Spring Boot is ready and kicking on your browser. So that's about it. We'll come back with the next and better video next time. So stay tuned. Thank you.